Welcome to Gardening in My Backyard. My name is Stan Fan. I'm standing right now in the vegetable bed. It's just beside the Tamarix garden. It's a good size vegetable bed. It's 15 feet long by 4 feet wide. We will be dividing it in 10 different sections. Right now we have some flowers and some herbs. We have herbs that live through winter, and these are Asian herbs. We have the mint, we have the fish herb, and we have a herb that when you eat it, it tastes like lemon. And so we'll be keeping them but making them smaller. So please join us and let's start dividing this vegetable bed in 10 sections. I have in my hands the 3 herbs. The lemon herb. This herb is quite rare. We don't really see it often in restaurants. The fish herb, you see it more, but still not too often. And the mint herb is a herb that we often see pretty much in every now supermarket. We're going to be taking out some rudbeckia, some campanula, and some brickpath, spreading also the super mix that is left from the order that we ordered 3 weeks ago. So there's still quite a lot of work to do. We're taking out the fish herb. This herb is very strong. I used to work in a Vietnamese restaurant, and we had some spring rolls that had this, and some clients sometimes you say, hey, your rolls are no more good, they're past due. So the owner, my boss, she had to go out and explain to the client, no sir, madam, the roll is good because we have this fish herb inside. That's why you think the roll is no more good, but it's good. There's a big hole now in the middle, so we have to transfer soil on that side. We're starting now to put the rocks as a path. We have like 5 of these, but these are the biggest ones. The other ones are going to be flat stones, and in the middle we're going to be putting the red bricks. It's going to be really nice. We have finished dividing our 10 sections. We just bought some tomatoes, lettuce, cucumber, sweet pepper, leek, cabbage, and also a plant of artichokes that will be reaching 2 meters high and beautiful. And we will be also filling up some holes that were missing with dirt here and there. So please join us and let's start planting vegetables. This is our first planting of vegetables of the season. In front we have the lemon herb, really sour when you eat it. We're going to be planting some red cabbage, good sized cabbage around this big. We're going to be planting also some red sweet pepper in the back. The plant will reach around 50 to 60 centimeters. So let's plant. So we dig a hole. I always put compost, so it's good to give them food for the whole season. And I would have a tendency to put the root ball always a little bit deeper than the top of each root, so the plant will be more stable in the ground. And when you do separate the plants from the boxes, you have to be careful not to cut the root ball too close to the stem. So always try to cut it between each plant. And here we bought them in boxes of 6, but you can also buy them in boxes of 12. So now you just need to water them a lot, give them a lot of love, and they will give you lots of vegetables for the whole season. We'll be planting all along the fence this automatic corn. It's very beautiful. The foliage is bronze and green, and the corn itself will have more than one color. We'll have to wait during the season to see exactly what color it is. And in front of the corn, we will be planting these beautiful artichoke plants. Can you see the leaves are silver dented? Will contrast extremely well with the bronze of the corn. And we can't wait to taste the artichokes that are coming out from this plant. We have here with us 2 tomato plants. These were given to us by our relatives, and they told us that the seeds come from Europe. So these are European tomatoes. Or they're small, medium or large. Well, we'll have to see until the tomato appears. As you can see, the root ball is quite small. What you can do to have a bigger root ball is you can take out the leaves on the sides, and after that you just plant the tomato plant in the ground, put a lot of the stem in the ground. But don't worry, now the tomato plant might be small, but new roots will be coming out from the stem that is in the ground. So you now have a much bigger root system. Your tomato plant will grow faster and bigger, and you will have, in the end, bigger tomatoes. We went to the nursery and we asked the gentleman which one, sir, would be the biggest tomato, and he showed us the Monte Carlos. So we want big, juicy tomatoes for this summer. We're going to be planting them in front of the ornamental corn, and just in front we're going to have zucchini. In the front, red cabbage, back zucchini, and just beside them there's a beautiful delphinium. It's called Black Knight. Why Black Knight? Because it's a deep purple with black middle. It's going to be really, really beautiful. And the delphinium and another perennial are pretty much the only flowers in the vegetable bed right now. I love to eat salads all year round, and the type that we bought, if I read the label correctly, it says mesclun. I guess this would be the variety. So we have 2 green ones and 1 purple. So we're going to be having fresh salads for this summer. We are today July 30, so 2 months after completing the vegetable garden. It is situated in a semi-shade location, and there's a big tree just beside our vegetable garden. We'll be trimming it back quite a lot to have more sun for next year, so that the vegetables will be growing much faster and bigger. Well, we have eaten lots of herbs. We have fish herb, mint, basil, and some lemony herb. The red cabbage is growing quite nicely. Zucchinis and sweet peppers, they are a little bit small. And our salads, we have been enjoying them, and we have left salads in the front as a decorative purpose. As you can see, they are now quite tall and giving lots of seeds. Our tomatoes, the ones that came from Europe, are giving oval tomatoes, and they will be medium size, so we'll be enjoying them in a few weeks. Our cucumbers are still small, around this size, so in a few weeks we'll be harvesting them. Our decorative corn, we have some big, medium and small size. Our biggest one is all green, no color at all, and it's bearing no corn. The opposite is our smallest corn plant is bearing 3 corn. So the story goes is that David is winning against Goliath another time. So thank you for watching Gardening in the Backyard, and see you next time.